Standard 12th, Subject Physics, 8th chapter, Electrostatics. From this chapter, let us see what is displacement current. So we know that the electric current in a DC circuit constitutes a flow of free electrons. Now let us consider here a parallel plate capacitor filled with dielectrics is connected across the DC source along with the key K. In the conducting part of circuit, the free electrons are responsible for the flow of current. In the conducting part of the circuit, the free electrons are responsible for the flow of current, but in the region between the plates of the capacitor, that is in that region between these two plates of the capacitor, there are no free electrons available for the conduction in the dielectric. As the circuit is closed, the current flows through the circuit and grows to its maximum value. When the key is closed, at that time current will flow through this circuit and that current grows to its maximum value IC in a finite time. This conduction current IC is same everywhere in the circuit except inside the capacitor. As the current passes through the leads of the capacitor, the electric field between the plates increases and this in turn causes the polarization of the dielectric. Then thus there is a current in the dielectric due to movement of the bound charges. This current due to bound charges is called as displacement current, and therefore the charge produced on the plates of the capacitor is due to the electric field E, and therefore that charge Q is given by the formula Q equal to A epsilon 0 K E, where A is area of the plates of that capacitor, epsilon 0 will be the permittivity of the free space, K is the dielectric constant of that dielectric medium, and E is the electric field. Now let us differentiate this equation with respect to time. So after differentiating this equation with respect to time, we will get dq by dt equal to, now here A epsilon 0 and K, all other factors are constant and only E will be variable, and therefore differentiating this we will get A epsilon 0 K into dE by dt. Now dq by dt, that is equal to IC. It is the current due to the free electrons, that is called as the conduction current, and therefore IC will be written as IC is equal to A epsilon 0 K into dE by dt, and therefore from this dE by dt will be equal to IC upon A epsilon 0 K. Now this term dE by dt is nothing but it is the displacement current. Now for constant value of A, if area of the plates A is constant, then we can say that dE by dt will be proportional to IC from this relation, as dE by dt equal to IC upon A epsilon 0 K. If the plate area A is constant, epsilon 0 is constant, K is constant, and therefore dE by dt will be proportional to IC. Now this dE by dt, that is IC upon A epsilon 0 K, is called as the displacement current. Now let us see the next point, that will be, that is Van de Graaff generator. Van de Graaff generator. The circuit diagram for this Van de Graaff generator is as shown. So it is Van de Graaff generator. It is used to develop very high potential of the order of 10 raised to 7 volt. So this Van de Graaff generator is used to create a very high potential of the order of 10 raised to 7 volts. The working principle of this generator is that if a charge is continuously supplied to an insulated metallic conductor, then the potential of the conductor goes on increasing. The working principle of this Van de Graaff generator is that if a charge is continuously supplied, if a charge is continuously given to an insulated metallic conductor, then the potential of that conductor goes on increasing. Now let us see the construction of this Van de Graaff generator. Here P1 and P2 are the two pulleys. So in this diagram, P1 and this P2 are the two pulleys on which a convening belt. So this is the belt which is running over these two pulleys P1 and P2. Belt B is running over these two pulleys P1 and P2. Similarly, A is the spray brush. Here A is the spray brush which will spray the electric charges on that running belt. Then C is the collector brush. The charges which are carried by this belt will be collected by this collector brush C. So C is the collector brush. Then D is a plate having dome shaped hollow conductor. So it is the D. It is dome shaped hollow conductor D which will possess the charges, or the charges will be collected or deposited on its outer surface. Then E is an evacuated accelerating tube. So this is the E. It is the accelerating tube, evacuated accelerating tube. Inside it positive charges will be created, and due to this positive charge, or due to the potential of this positive charge, these positive charges inside this tube will be accelerated. Then P is DC power supply. P is DC power supply. So DC power will be supplied by this source of potential difference P, which produces nearly 50 kilovolt DC supply. So very high potential difference will be supplied to this generator with the help of this DC supply. Now S is the steel vessel or chamber filled with nitrogen, and M is the metal plate. So here S is the steel chamber. This will be the steel chamber which encloses this Van de Graaff generator, and M is a metallic plate. So this is the construction of this Van de Graaff generator. Now let us see its working. The electric motor connected to pulley P1. The electric motor connected to pulley P1, which is not shown in the diagram, is switched on, which rotates the conveyor belt into motion. So due to running of this pulley P1, belt will run over the pulleys. Then DC supply is then made on. This DC supply P is then made on. Then from the pointed end of the spray brush A, the positive charge is continuously sprayed on the belt B. Now here that spray brush A will spray these charges on the belt B. Then the belt carries these charges in the upward direction, which is collected by the collector brush C. So collector brush C will collect the charges which are carried by the belt from pulley P1 to pulley P2, and then sent to the dome shaped conductor, and it will be now sent This collector brush C will collect the charges, and these charges will be deposited on the outer surface of the dome. Then, as the dome is hollow, the charge is distributed over only the outer surface of the dome. Its potential rises to a very high value due to the continuous accumulation of charges on it. Then the potential of the electrode I also rises to the high value. The positive ions such as protons or deuterons are introduced in the upper part of the accumulator accelerating tube, and they are accelerated in downward direction. So the positive charges like protons or deuterons are introduced. These charges are introduced, positive charges are introduced in this accelerating tube, evacuated accelerating tube. The charges will be introduced in it, and therefore the potential of the electrode I as increases or rises to very high value. The positive ions such as protons or deuterons which are introduced in that accelerated tube, they are accelerated in the downward direction with very high speed and with very high energy. These high energy particles are then directed so as to strike a desired given target. So there will be a target kept in front of this accelerating tube on which these positive charges with very high energy will strike. So this will be regarding the working of this Van de Graaff generator. Like this, with the help of the generator, the positively charged particles will be accelerated as well as very high potential will be produced with the help of this generator. Now, what are the uses of this generator? First, it is used to carry out the disintegration of nuclei of different elements. It is used to carry out the disintegration of nuclei of different elements. Second, it is used to produce radioactive isotopes. It is used to produce radioactive isotopes. Third, it is used to study the nuclear structure. It is used to study nuclear structure. Fourth, it is used to study different types of nuclear reactions. It is used to study different types of nuclear reactions. And fifth, it is used to sterilize food and prevent materials by accelerating electrons. It is used to sterilize food and prevent materials by accelerating electrons. So this will be regarding construction, working and uses of this Van de Graaff generator.